What's up, guys? Today I'm going to show you the top 5 best exercises to build a chest like Yujiro Hanma. Come on, join me. All right, we're going to start out with a flat bench press. Normally I just do from 4 to 5 sets with all of my exercises. I didn't start out that way, but now I need that many sets to get it and to feel it, to really contract the muscle and get as much blood flow into the muscle and break down as much muscle fiber as possible. Let's get into this first set. Usually I do a few warm-up sets, always, and then I'll start with my working set. Yujiro Hanma has a massive chest, small tapered waist. Almost impossible to get that look without like Photoshop, but you can build it the best way you can by sticking to these exercises that we're gonna do today. Keep on building, building, building. Man, over years, the chest is gonna enlarge. It's gonna have no other choice than to grow if you just keep on going at it. A lot of people just quit, you know, they don't see results after a month or two, or even a few weeks. You gotta keep going for years. Like I said before, I've done this for almost 12 years now, so it didn't just happen overnight. When I saw Baki in 2018, I was like, man, I gotta look like that. And I'm gonna try my best to look like that. And that should be your mindset too. Gorilla mode. They still haven't emailed me back. Trying to get sponsored by them. The second movement is one of my other favorites. It's a dumbbell incline press. I'll do it with dumbbells or I'll do it on the Smith machine with like a straight bar. Man, anything incline for the chest works amazing. So it really builds that upper chest look. Yujiro Hanma's chest. Let's get it. I start with my muscle already kind of contracted and keep it contracted and just get an extra squeeze at the top. I feel like Arnold in Pumping Iron looking in the mirror. I'll do probably one more. It's all about the contraction, man. Squeezing that muscle. I'm actually a pretty strong guy, but I don't go too heavy a lot. When I do, I kind of surprise myself. Like that was pretty easy. I know I'm kind of winded, out of breath. 100s for 12 reps, easily. Yeah. The strength is still there. Another favorite of mine is the cable crossover. Start it from the top, handles at the top. I always make sure I'm centered, so I'll look at these handles up top, make sure I'm centered. You don't want to be heavy on one side or over here on one side. So make sure I'm right in the middle. If you have this kind of machine at your gym, I kind of come out slightly like this, slightly bent over, bringing these cables straight down out in front for about another 8 to 12 reps, depending on the weight. Notice I'm not going too high with my arms, keeping them kind of shoulder width. I'm not going higher than this. I'm not going way up here. Going about right there. Keeping that tension on that pec, the lower outer pec. And I always incorporate this in any chest day to even get a good stretch after like a pressing movement. All right, all of these are my favorite, like I say, but this is one of my other favorites on chest day if I could do nothing like but one exercise of chest. This is another one that I'd pick. Just a basic fly, man, but the pec deck is one of the all-time classic. So I'm kind of even right there, right in front of my lower chest. And on this machine, I make a kind of like an arch in my back on the seat and arching my back so I have some support back here. So I'm using all chest and no arms to get that weight out there. So all the tension's on my chest right here. It's a good one, man. It'll give you a pump real quick. Make sure I'm even. The handle's kind of even with this middle part of my chest. And that's kind of a good question because a lot of people don't talk about that in the videos. I love to finish out with dips. It just works the whole side of the pectoral muscle. You can do a warm-up set, but by the end of the workout, you're warm enough to get going. Every gym's machine is different too. And I'm lifted up right now because on this machine, the angle of it is not where I want it. I want to be a little bit more bent. So right here, it kind of gives me more of a bent angle. I stabilize right there and I contract as hard as I can at the bottom. Starting out with a good 12 reps. More laid back, a little bit more calories in my diet right now.
What did you have for a cheat meal last night?
Oh, we got to talk about that? Come on.
Yeah.
He's throwing me under the bus right now. Let's go. I had 2 large pizzas from Domino's. Hey, don't recommend that all the time. It was a cheat meal. Come on, guys.
How often would you have a cheat meal?
When I've earned it. Definitely when I'm cutting, when I earned it. And that means like, let's say I go a week or 2 weeks with eating strict. And I feel like, okay, at the end of those 2 weeks, I've earned it off how much cardio I'm getting in a week. So.
How much cardio do you normally do? Let's say like now versus cutting or?
Right now, same thing as cutting.
Okay.
I always keep it the same. 30 minutes after a workout on the elliptical, always focusing on my heart rate. That's why I got this Apple Watch. I focus on my heart rate, keeping it around 125 to 130 beats per minute the whole entire cardio session. I might go a little bit more active, like steps throughout the day if I'm cutting. But cardio always stays the same after a workout, 30 minutes. But like I said, if I'm cutting, I'll get more like steps in throughout the day. 10-minute fast-paced walks after a meal, like let's say, especially like I'll eat breakfast and then immediately get like a 10-minute fast-paced walk right after that meal, just to kind of speed up digestion, speed up metabolism. Like I eat rice, tuna, eggs, ground turkey, ground bison, ground beef. I eat that year round. But if I'm bulking, I'll just eat a little bit more of what what I was eating when I was cutting. When I'm cutting, I'm eating less. So I'm always wanting to burn more calories when I'm cutting than I am when I'm bulking. Being in the surplus or being in the deficit. And that's another little tip right there, a little secret. Sometimes I'll flex right after a set just to squeeze more blood into that muscle, break down that muscle fiber even more. Little pro tip for you. Take this game, man, it's free game. Take advantage of it, use it. And there you have it, guys, my top personal 5 favorite exercises for a chest day to build your chest like Yujiro Hanma.